Okay, I think this is gonna go well. It's not really on my brand to have a stream go well, but I'm going to try to make it happen. Let me know if there's any issues with the audio. Welcome to those who joined. Thank you, Cameron, for the follow. Can you hear me well? And am I too loud? And is the game too loud? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I don't see anyone saying anything in the chat. Oh, wait, we got something. I think the game is a little too loud and you were a little too quiet. Okay. How about that? Do I sound better now? I feel good, 13. Much better. Alright, cool. Alright, well, welcome to Spyro. While it is my brand to have a terrible stream with tons and tons of technical difficulties, it's also on brand for me to stream a terrible video game. So this time around, we're trying something new. We're trying something that's like an actually properly good video game. I believe the Spyro series is beloved. Mitch, LOL. Oh yeah, it is Mitch. Hi, Mitch. Yeah, a lot of people like these games, and I have never really played them. I played one of the Game Boy Advance games when I was a kid at a friend's house, and I remember really liking it and rather wanting to play it by myself and not with him because it's a single-player game. Sorry, wherever you are, Andrew. But I never actually played the rest of the games, and then on a whim I just picked up the Trilogy because it's a 3D platformer collection and I really like these kind of games, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna play it. And over on my own personal save file, I nearly 100%ed the first game. I got 97%, but the last 3% I was not super interested in finishing it out all the way. There's a healthy dose of late 90s, early 2000 crap in this. But I'm going to go ahead and start with this one. Hopefully it'll be a little entertaining because I kind of know what I'm doing. At least I think I do. And I have the chat on my phone here. Are you going to 100% these games? No. Also, I'm surprised at how little story there is. I'm actually kind of into it, even though I like stories in my games. What you're about to see is about the extent of the whole story.
Okay, rolling.
It's been peaceful here in the 5 worlds, or is it 6?
100% speedrun happening tonight. Yeah, we'll see about that.
12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
What about this Ganasty Ganok character? Now, I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Nasty Nork is a simple creature.
Simple?
He has been contained in a remote world.
Imagination
no
rhymes
threat
with
to the
devastation.
Don't brag!
Besides, he is
Patience.
ugly.
Ugly? That does it!
Fan mail. Yeah, so this nasty Nork character, he turns all the dragons to stone, and then Spyro has to free them. And that's pretty much the whole game. Breath of the Mild, thank you for following. I appreciate it. Also, same to you, Cameron. I appreciate you following as well. But yeah, here we are. Isn't this pretty? Look at me. I'm a dragon. Woo! I can breathe fire, burn the grass. Honestly, like, I probably spent like 15 minutes just in this little area playing. Which is, to me, a good sign that it's a good 3D platformer. I did the same thing with Mario Odyssey in the very beginning. I just kind of rolled around and played with the fog and explored the jumping. But yeah, I'm a fan of this. Spyro looks great. I also didn't think I was gonna be as into the character of Spyro as I am, but he's not the character that I thought he was gonna be. I was expecting this kind of like timid, maybe cutesy little character that's, oh, look at me, I'm a cute little dragon, like a lot of whatever, like Dragon Tales PBS kids. That is not the case. Dragon Ball, or not Dragon Ball. Spyro kind of reminds me of Sonic, but a little less cringy. He's more of this like tiny little ball of energy who's really sassy, and yeah, I'm into it. He's fun. He can also charge. Yeah. Spyro Nuzlocke for sure. His little trot looks so good remastered. Yeah, so I've never played the original games, but I looked up footage and I'm like, wow, night and day. It's really cool seeing the differences here. Let's go ahead and get started while we're over here. Yeah, so the whole thing is, if you played any like Mario game, you collect stars. In this game, you just find these dragon statues and then you free them. And they have like 80 different dragons. They're all really cool looking. Look at this dude. He looks like my D&D
Thank you for
character.
releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the Artisan world, then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah. You know, it's funny you mentioned that. I never noticed that it's a dragonfly. I never thought about that, but the dragonfly, I was not sure what the point of it was, other than it's just like your little follower, but it's actually your health. When you take a hit, the dragonfly will turn blue, and then if you take another hit, it'll turn green, and then if you take one more hit, then the dragonfly is just gone. So basically, the dragonfly is protecting you, and for each hit, the dragonfly will kind of lose its own health, and then once it's gone, then you can only get hit once. You're screwed. So yeah, it's cute, the little dragonfly. Oh, and then to restore its health, you just have to kill an animal, and then it'll eat the butterfly, and it'll restore its health. I'm telling this to people who are probably Spyro experts, but I've only played this game once, and it was just this past week. But I did finish it, and I really enjoyed it. So, yeah, let's go ahead and jump into a world and get this adventure started. Stone Hill. I've never played the Spyro games, so this is information I need. Yes, yeah, I'm right there with you. The way they do tutorials in this is weird. You know, you free the dragon, and then the dragon comes back to life, and it will get. Sometimes it'll just say thanks for freeing me, and other times it'll give you like a little tutorial spiel, and it reeks of very early 3D video game tutorialism, I guess, because it just. You'll free a dragon and it'll be like, use the action button to charge into enemies. And it's like, why would you say that? That's so random. But it's okay. I like the dragon design. And the voice acting is really good too. Yeah, here we are, Stone Hill. Yeah, it's a collectathon, so you collect all the gems. Every enemy you hit has a gem. Fun. Jump down this well, which is kind of dark for a kid's game. So like, oh look, there's a dragon. Gotta free it. His name's Gavin.
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong, like me.
Sure.
Yeah, so we got a lot of people in the chat who've never played a Spyro game, which it feels weird for me being the ambassador here because, like I said, I had not played one myself until about a week ago. But honestly, if you like 3D platformers, I am shocked at how much I enjoyed this game. It is one of the most chill 3D platformers I've ever played. Because really, like, there's not much to it that you need to pay attention to. It's very easy. It's not like it's challenging your mind, but it's very like just fun. It's chill. You want to just run around collecting things, jumping off things. yeah, not a whole lot of effort mentally, but it offers a little bit of challenge towards the end. There's a few areas that I said earlier, there's a healthy dose of, wow, this is an early old video game. But yeah, I really liked it. And I'm happy that this trilogy has 2 more games. You know, it is a trilogy. And I'm going to play through them all. I think I'm actually going to try to play through the series on the channel, so we'll see how that turns out. Yeah, right now I'm trying to collect all the gems. And each gem is worth different amounts, so the red ones are worth 1, the green ones are worth 2. I think the blues are 5, and purples are 25, and I forget what yellows are. I want to say 10. I don't know, but you pause the game. On the bottom, there's a gem count as well as a dragon count. And then there's also these things, these eggs you can collect. I nearly 100% of this game, and I could not tell you what the dragon eggs are for. I think it's just an arbitrary thing. Because same with the gems, really. You don't really use them to buy anything. You just kind of collect them. I think in the sequel, actually, I know in the sequel, because I just started
Spyro,
it.
my friend. How about a hint on gliding?
You bet.
For the longest glide, press the jump button at the top of your jump, and try pressing the action button to drop down mid-flight.
You see what I'm talking about? Like, it's just, no one would say that, but it's such a video game thing to do. But I like that dragon's design. But yeah, in the sequel, you can actually use your gems to buy things or progress through things, like learn how to swim or climb, etc., or dive. Has the challenge ramped up in the second one? I saw you started it on the individual file. You say you've streamed before? Your display setup looks so good. Oh, thanks, Cameron. Yeah, I've streamed a few times before, and usually my streams are disasters in technical, with technical difficulties. But thank you. I really appreciate the compliment. I really like to go out of my way to make the stream setup look nice. I don't stream nearly as much as the other people who stream on this channel. Joe and Matt, they put a lot of effort into trying to stream as much as they can. It's a great outlet for them. Me, I'm like maybe once a month, if that. But I'm trying to enjoy it more. I like doing it, mostly just to talk to you guys, and I like actually creating the setup. I weirdly am more into that than I think the actual streaming itself. But yeah, the difficulty, I think, I wouldn't say it's gotten harder in the second one, because honestly, you know, when you buy a trilogy, you want to play, you're thinking, okay, well, I'll just play them in order. I don't think there's like any continuity, if any at all, between the 3 games. Like, I started the second one, and Spyro was like, he just mentioned, like, yeah, we beat Nasty Nork, and that was it. And then, like, their next adventure just started, and it had, like, it has nothing to do with what's going on. So I honestly think you could play them in any order if you wanted. I'm not sure, like, why you would or wouldn't. But I will say the second game mechanically has a little bit more going on. Like I said, he can climb up like ladders, he can swim. There's a lot more mini games, and I don't know if I enjoy those. Like there's this hockey mini game that I was playing, and you can't jump. You basically can only slide around on ice, and it does not let you jump at all. And I don't know if I liked or disliked that. I think the common trend with the mini games so far is that I am glad that this is over once I finish it, so that way I can get back to the platforming. But I wouldn't say that they've been bad. I just haven't really enjoyed them. The one thing I have not decided to finish on this first game that has continued on into the second one are there are these levels where you can fly forever, but they're timed. It's just there's no decline on your like. So when I jump and fly, like I'm going back down, I land on the ground. But these other levels, you can just jump and fly around to your heart's content. It's just the whole level is on a timer, and they give you like this little scavenger hunt list at the beginning, like go through all the rings or find all the treasure chests, things like that. And I kind of like doing that, but there's a reward for doing all of the things on the list within the time limit. and I am terrible at it, and I have not had any fun trying to finish it. So I eventually just was like, screw this, I'm done. Which is why my file percent is on 97, because it's like I did everything else in the game, but I was not enjoying what I was playing, so I gave up on it. Maybe I'll go back to it someday, but I just, you know, when you hit a point in the video game where you just don't want to do it anymore, you want to move on to the next thing, and that's kind of where I hit that point. Let's see. I'm gonna check the chat here. The dragons are stone. Good luck. Yeah, they did. They did say that. Oh, you freed me from my awful Medusa curse. Now do you know how to use your limbs, you pathetic child? Exactly. That's fair. Honestly, I was getting into a mental slump this evening, so it's nice to watch you while I try to get back into some sketching. I'm happy to have you here. Thank you for joining, Cameron. I don't know if I told you this. Maybe I did. I bought an iPad, and I'm going to try to use it for digital drawing as well as 3D sculpting. It's pretty much going to sidecar my MacBook. I have a coworker who he has one, and he was showing it to me. And apparently, you can basically draw in real time with it in your Mac. And I thought that was super cool. So yeah, I laid down some money and I bought an iPad. I didn't think I'd ever own an iPad, but here I am. I actually was supposed to get the Apple Pencil yesterday delivered to me, and I waited all day, and then we got really bad weather where I'm at, and they decided to delay the order, which was fine. But the guy came by today, and I wasn't home, I was at work, and so now I have to go to UPS's
After you've
access point
freed
to pick it
all
up.
the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll
little
take
annoying.
you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya!
See, I just love Spyro's personality. He's like, bye, I don't want to talk to you. He's great. Like, character-wise, he doesn't have, like, much of an arc at all. It's not really a story-focused game. Like, it's weirdly as story-focused as Mario, but I'm into it. Yeah, and I also like the dragon designs. They're pretty fun. What do I use to sculpt these days? I still use Maya, but I also have ZBrush now, and I'm trying to get better at that. Interestingly, like, I'm really into like this, what you're seeing here, this kind of 3D modeling. So I'm actually trying to replicate this kind of character model with the stuff I do. Oh, you might wonder what the heck these fairies are for. Whenever you like walk by one, they'll like cast a little spell on you. That's just you saving. It's like an autosave. You just walk up to it, it saves for you. And if you talk to her,
Hi, Spyro.
then you can replay the dragon that you, like, the conversation that you had a moment ago. We're not gonna do that. Okay. One other thing is, even though I've played this game already, I did not have the map turned on. It was turned off by default when I started, and it would have made life so much easier to have played this whole game with a map, but I didn't. I just ran around all silly-willy. I'm actually trying to remember if I've done everything. We're missing one dragon, and we need 50 more gems. Ooh, yeah, the weather isn't great here either. Yeah, it's bad. I'm actually I'm gonna be working from home the next few days, just out of precaution, because the roads are supposed to be really bad starting tonight, which sucks because I don't like being stuck at home. I was stuck at home for like a week recently because I had COVID, and that was not fun. It's funny. I just played this game, and I'm already like, where was the last dragon? I don't remember. Okay, well, we're just gonna zoom around. Also, I played this all in handheld mode, so it's actually kind of fun to see it all in HD. be like this. Does anyone see a large green dragon? Apparently, you know, when you start playing something and you kind of get interested in it, you do a little bit of research. I read that Spyro was created by Insomniac Games, who you might know as the developer for the Spider-Man games on the PS4. And apparently, Spyro was like their second game franchise. Like they were trying to like break into something that wasn't a shooter genre, and so they went for the kind of Banjo-Kazooie-esque game, down to the font. The font in the Spyro logo is the same as the Banjo-Kazooie one, which I thought was funny, and it's a 3D platforming collectathon. But Spyro himself was actually a green dragon, and his name was Pete. And apparently they had to change it because Disney was not happy that they had a dragon named Pete, because Disney also has a giant dragon that's green named Pete. So they had to change it to Pyro, but apparently that was going to raise the rating, or they thought it was too adult, not kid-friendly because of the fire, so they changed it to Spyro, and that's how he got his name. Wow, gee, I feel really dumb. We're in the first level, and I do not remember where that last dragon is. It's embarrassing when you play a game, and you think you're really good at it, and then all of a sudden, you have an audience. You suck at it. I'm getting nothing done over here. Might not be an active chat for a bit, but know that I'm watching. Oh, that's okay. Thanks, Cameron. I know you're here in spirit. I wouldn't expect you to chat if you're drawing. But send me pictures of your progress once you're, if you want. You don't have to. I feel like I should pimp out your Instagram. Speaking of dragons, Cameron is a super good artist. Does a lot of fantasy drawings, so you should look him up. A lot of cool dragon stuff, as well as other D&D type of stuff. All right, you know what? I don't remember where it's at. Oh wait, there's a tunnel. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, everyone. It's like right here. Okay. Are there any other gems around here? Okay. It's right there. Gosh, I'm so dumb.
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
Yeah, it is very similar to how Naughty Dog created Crash. And you're right. No one will ever suspect Pyro with an S. It's like Clark Kent's glasses. So gosh, I've got 4 dragons. I got the egg. I missed 2 gems. I don't think I'm gonna bother. You know, I know you wanted a 100% run, but like, let's just show you more of the game. Let's not spend our whole stream in this one level. Also, really cool thing about this game is on the loading screen, you can move them around. You can breathe fire, you can flap your wings, you can do a little twirl, you can move the head. Isn't that fun? It's a small thing. Alright, next is Dark Hollow. A dark name for the second level. Okay. Kind of a creepier level. Yeah, those candles, frogs. Okay, so you notice I just took damage. Now the dragonfly is blue. But when he eats the butterfly, he'll be yellow again. Okay. The enemies in the game don't put up much of a fight. Even the bosses. I was actually kind of surprised at just how easy some of the bosses are. Like the very first maybe 2, I didn't even realize were bosses. I just thought there were more enemies. Like there was no fanfare at all. It was really weird.
Oh, it's you. I wasn't sure if you'd escape those annoying little creatures. Of course they wouldn't bother me, but here's a hint. Their metal armor is fireproof, but a charge attack will take care of them.
Other cool thing is that the dragonfly will pick up gems for you. I don't know why I couldn't pick up that one, which it's funny that I thought of that when the example wasn't going to work, but yeah, like if I kill this enemy, okay, maybe not that one. You know what? Alright, see how cool. He picked up a gem for me, isn't that nice? It's a very nice firefly. Or dragonfly. Did that do anything? I was gonna say, not much puzzle solving in this game, if memory serves. It's kind of just run and do things. Like, the only puzzle solving is like, oh, how could I get from over here? Typically, if it's a metal object, you have to charge it, otherwise just use your flame breath.
Big enemies like this Nork with the club cannot be charged.
I have to name my dragonfly. We can name it as a chat if we want. It has a name. Don't remember its name, but I know it has a name. They mentioned it once. It was like Light? Sparky? I think it was Sparky. Sparks? Sparks sounds right. I'm pretty sure it's Sparks. But we can name it if you want. It's too bad it wasn't a cockroach, because then we can name it Roach. It's the end of the level, but there's more to do in here. Surely. Did we miss something? Yeah, we did. Oh, honestly, I mean, I don't think I ever got a game over from dying to enemies. There are parts where it's like the platforming can get kind of wonky. Especially when it's like, okay, you have a platform here, and then you have a platform way over there, and you have to like jump and glide. And sometimes Spyro just does not make it, and he refuses to go up the half-inch to put his arm up to grab the ledge. Nothing. It is, you don't make it, you are dead, and that's how I got game over. It was just not being able to complete the jump all of the way. I thought it was funny. Where the other part of the level is. Oh, over here. down here. Ooh. All right. You see what I mean? This is just very like baby's first 3D platformer, but it does get more challenging. I wrote Spyro.
Know a secret? Use the action button when you want to zoom in
Ooh,
and look
nice
around.
layout. Thank you,
Oh,
Fang.
your secret's safe with me.
I'm glad you like it. All right. Well, I'm cool with either of those names, Flyro or Durgs. Flyro Durgs. Is that all of the dragons? All right. Honestly, you know, it goes against my nature to leave a level and not have found everything, but I don't want to spend hours in one spot looking for a few gems that I missed. So we're gonna go ahead and advance to the next one. Appreciate that the fire changes the lighting. Big fan, big fan. Alright. Earlier I mentioned that there is a type of level in this game that shows up a few times where you can fly forever. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into one of those so you can see what I'm talking about. There's something, let me tell you.
Where's Nasty Nork? I'll torch him.
Keep your horns on, Spyro. You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? His name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you.
There it is,
Keep
Sparks.
an eye on him and see what I mean.
That answers that. Flyro, Durgan, Sparks. Later in the game, they tell you, go back to the first world and try jumping on all the rocks in the river. And it's like, why would you not do this? I did this, literally, this is the first level I played before any of the others on my first go around. And this is the first level I played, period, so this was my first, like, experience with it, and I got really scared. I was like, oh no, is this what Spyro is? I don't know if I'm gonna like this, because this was my first impression, and it was not the best of all of them. I probably won't be able to look at the chat once it starts. Yeah. Here we go, flying forever. But I think for this one, it's oh gosh. Yeah. Destroy all the planes, destroy all the barrels, collect all the chests, go through all the arches, and then all in one. Let's try that again, because I did not do very well. And I'm sure that there's an easy way to cheese it if you watch a guide on YouTube or something. But I don't know. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to play it like I wanted to play it. You know, I don't want to have to like look up the proper, best, fastest way to do it. Like I feel like you shouldn't have to do that. But oh well. It's fun to fly around though, and thankfully. You can do this kind of in any order. You don't have to do the barrels first. I'm gonna switch to the gates. But I'm realizing if I suck at this, playing it on my own, I really suck I'm gonna go through that one more time just to show more of it, and then I'm gonna be done because I really don't like playing this. Let's go over here. It's kind of like if Mario 64, you know, you're flying, you could fly forever, but like the level itself had like a 30-second timer, and you had to collect all 8 red coins within 30 seconds. Like that's kind of what it feels like. But again, you're not platforming, you're just flying. There's no way to go faster. No. Whoa! I don't. Okay. Apparently, if you press the trigger, you can go the opposite direction. Never thought to do that. Alright. These animations are fantastic. I was just saying Durg because I got here. Oh! Oh, Durgs. Well, his name's Durg now because of you. Appreciate that. Spyro Durg Sparks III. He comes from a distinguished line of the Sparks clan. I love this, that we're building up a lore that's bigger than the entirety of the first game. All about this one dragonfly. The second game, I've noticed, has a much stronger emphasis on a story. There are other characters. There seems to be an actual plot that's happening. I would still hesitate to call it like a story-focused game, because it's really not. It's just more of a backdrop for what's happening. But you know, like there's some Mario games where it's just go save the princess from the Bowser, and there's others where it's like, oh, Bowser's going around the world and gotta chase him. It's like there's a little bit more of a focus in the story, but it's still not really the point.
Hey, Spyro, press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks? Plummeting into prehistoric glaciers?
Oh, that.
Also, the voice actor for Spyro, I think his name is Tom Kenny. I think that's his name. He's the guy who voices SpongeBob. Did I blow your mind? Did I torch your mind? That's just something that I read when I was like looking up stuff about Spyro. Apparently, in the GameCube and Wii games, he's voiced by Elijah Wood. Which he would have been voicing Spyro about the same time he was in Lord of the Rings. I thought it was funny. Hey. That's his name, right? Tom Kenny? Well. Where's this little town square? I think this is the level based on Tatooine, I think. If I remember, misremembering, maybe. There's a level that's supposed to be resembling of Mos Eisley. I didn't really see it too much until like... Well, I didn't know that until after I'd beaten the level, so this will be my first time going back to it. I think it's this level. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, this is not the right level. It might be in World 2. For as much as I enjoyed this game, I will say it's not the most memorable in terms of worlds. It's more memorable in terms of its art style and presentation. But like, gosh. It's no like Bubba on Battlefield. I love this dude. Look at the neck.
Welcome to Town Square, Spyro. Begin exploring by gliding to that area with the bulls. Use the right stick to get a good look.
Yeah. Will do, sir. Will do. I will say, it stutters a little bit more when it's in docked mode. I mean, I'm still really enjoying it. Don't get me wrong, but like it's noticeable that it does stutter. It's okay.
Thanks, Spyro.
Moss Eisley Spaceport. You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and
Did you get your
villainy.
longest glides by pressing the jump button at the very top of your jump?
Yeah, it's pretty barren in this game. I don't remember there being too many characters, other than obviously the enemies. Oh, I killed that bull. I'm so sorry. One of the things this game has is if you go to the guidebook, it's kind of like your achievement list, like, oh, where are all the dragons in each level, all the gems. But you can also go to skill points, and I guess there's like different things you can do to in each levels to. I don't know why they're called skill points. I think it's just like an achievement, like, hey, you got all the bowls stuck on the ground, or you got a perfect in one of the games. But if you unlock them all, then you can basically unlock an art gallery. Alright. This is one of those weird jumps. Yeah, see, sometimes he just doesn't make it, and I'm like, I don't think I did anything differently than I did last time, but I swear. I think it really all depends on, like, when you, decide to jump. Oh, crud. Okay, yeah, so, when you press the charge button, or on Switch, it's just Y, he will start charging in his, like, he'll start charging forward wherever he is facing. But if the camera is not facing him, you're still going to be charging forward. It does not charge forward from the camera's perspective. That can get a little annoying. Just something good to know. Oh, God.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. You can
How is the water
always check
temperature?
your progress by accessing the guidebook through the pause menu.
I don't think I know what you're talking about. Did I just say something about water temperature? Oh, because I fell in it. Duh. It was warmer than what it is outside. I'll tell you that. I hesitate to even call the dragon stars because it's like I just got this one and I literally just have to jump that down. It's like that's just the progression of the game. I don't know if they have other gatekeeping.
Spyro, did you see a man dressed in blue running around here? He's a thief, and he's stolen a dragon egg. You've got to track him down and get that egg. Run, run! I'm getting a little winded.
I love that guy. He's so eccentric. Okay. Oh, I got all the gems. Look at us. I'm forgetting. Oh yeah, the guy stole the egg. These guys are annoying. No, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. There's a skill point for not killing the bulls with fire, but instead charging into them. That's okay, we're not going for 100% this time. If you're really interested in seeing that art gallery, we can switch over to my file. Or, if you're enjoying, you get the game yourself and play through it. Alright, let's see what's going on in the chat. Wait, is stealing an egg the same as just straight up kidnapping a child? Yeah, absolutely. That's a dragon egg. That's a child. I would imagine Spyro was a dragon egg not too long ago. I guess he's like 20 years old in our world now, but like he seems like a small dragon compared to the other adult ones. But he does not have a kid personality. Well, he's not dumb like a kid. He's like a immature. I want to be the. He reminds me of Simba a little bit, like young Simba. I want to just be king, that kind of character. A little fireball of energy. Are there any other worlds in this game? Alright. Guess we could go to the first boss. I'm gonna call it that.
Cool flash. Do that again.
The artisan's boss is through a portal behind me. You can challenge him now, if you feel you are ready.
I like how he's just eating a watermelon. Bye. The first boss, his name is Toasty. Okay. Checking the chat here. That's such a video game trope. To start you facing this way, but then put collectibles right behind you. Shepherd dog. I don't know why, but the shepherd dogs are a little harder to get rid of. They take 2 hits. You have to just spam your fire. Ooh, I'm living on the edge. It's dangerous. I feel bad for like flaming a dog. I like dogs, but I guess they're not being very nice. So. Wow. Toasty, the most intimidating of
his
names.
most
Absolutely.
devious henchman in charge of the artisan world.
Bring him on. I think I smell a barbecue.
Be careful, Spyro. Toasty has many tricks up his sleeve.
There's only one dragon in this level. Also, I didn't realize who Toasty was. I actually killed Toasty and did not realize that like that was Toasty. I was like kind of disappointed after the fact. That's okay though. It is the first boss. So whatever. Whatever. But shall we meet Toasty? What do you think Toasty is? Oh no, I think I just died. Whoops. It looks cool. I like the jack-o'-lantern face and the creepy scarecrow like garb. His like big sickle. But it's actually just a sheep. Stilts. You can't pick up his scythe. Whoa, I'm pretty sure I burned all three. Bad. I hope he's an anthropomorphic toaster. He's not. That's sad. Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint you. You know what's funny? I was about to say, I don't think there's a single boss in a video game that is an anthropomorphic toaster. But then I remembered Splatoon has several enemies that are basically, I'm pretty sure one of them is just an oven. And I think that qualifies. Look at that. I don't think any of the other bosses have such a cool looking like thing that starts off. Oh, some of them are just randomly thrown around. But yeah, let's go ahead and go to the next world.
Wow! I see you've been busy rescuing dragons, Spyro. You may travel to the Peacekeeper's world if you like.
What animal is this supposed to be?
Are you ready to go?
They don't show much. I'm wondering. I also, I think it's cute that he's in a hot air balloon, but also he can fly. I don't know why this is necessary. There seems to be no other way to get to the Peacekeeper's world, apparently. Oh well. Maybe that's the joke, and I'm just being me. Well, you can't control him or light fire or anything. Yeah, this is a downgrade in every way. Oh well. Okay. World 2, baby.
Welcome to Peacekeepers. Look how our treasure has been stolen and turned against us. Please, recover our treasure, Spyro.
Collect treasure. Got it.
Yeah, I think they imply that the treasure turns into enemies, which is why when you defeat an enemy, it drops a jewel. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not a Spyro expert, unfortunately. If anyone's super deep in the Spyro lore, please let us know. The gas used to make hot air balloons is flammable. Burn it to the ground. That's not a bad idea. We should do that. Well, it's like I was thinking, like, oh, okay, I know what the animation's gonna be. If I try to use the trigger to like have Spyro shoot fire, like right now, then he's just gonna tilt his head up and then breathe fire into the hot air balloon. But he doesn't do that. He just stares off into space. 0 out of 10. Terrible game. It's a great game. Conan.
What? Huh? Oh. Thank you for releasing me, Spyro.
I appreciate that like each world has a theme for the dragons. Like the last one, they were all artists in some shape or form, no pun intended. And in this one, they're all like military themed in some way. It's like, what a jump. So you can also go in a first-person view. I'm not really sure what the point of it is other than just looking around. But look at that. We're in first person.
Is that you, Spyro? Are you the young dragon I've been hearing so much about? Ever since you were a wee puff of smoke, we've known,
You've known...
I forget.
That's the kind of dialogue I like. There's just a little bit of that kind of humor where it's like, that was silly. I like that. Forget the lore. We make our own lore here, and that's canon. I agree. Yeah, we changed the name of the dragonfly. It's not Sparks anymore. It's Fjord? Fire? I think it was Fjord. Fjorderg the third. That was weird. Do you think I can make that? Just the way to get over there? Can't remember. Got some up to try. No, I'm not gonna make that. There's no way. Sad. No. Flyro Durg Sparks the Third, and you will respect his name, sir. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh no, chat's turning on me. Flyro. What did I say? Fiero. Flyro. You'll respect his name. It's true, he's doing all the heavy lifting here. He's the one that's protecting me and getting all the gems. Oh no, I need a key. I keep my way over here for a locked box. That's a bummer. Oh yeah, if you kill an enemy and then save, but then die, and then return to where you saved, the enemy will be back. But if you kill the enemy again, because you've already collected its gem, it will drop a little like silver ball, and then if you collect the ball, I think if you get like 10 of them, then it'll give you an extra life. So you might have seen that just a moment ago. That's what that is. It never explained that to my knowledge, or maybe the dragons mentioned it and I just wasn't listening, but I just noticed it happen, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Kinda like that.
Dry Canyon rewards good gliders. You are a good glider, eh, Spyro?
I was born to glide.
Excuse me. What do you do over here? Okay. It's interesting, you know. I'm on the second game now, but like it's only been a week, and I'm already kind of like, wow, I haven't played this in a while. It's like I don't really remember a lot of these areas. It's not really the most memorable of level design, if I'm honest, but it's not bad. It's just it's kind of like you know, 3D World has like a lot of levels you remember, but like you don't remember the exact layout. It's very much just not the same type of game as 3D World, don't get me wrong. It is a 3D collectathon. It's just the way the levels are designed. They have that in common. Let's see, I got all the dragon. Alright, missing one dragon and 29 gems. Where's the dragon? There's the dragon, right up there. Oh yeah, okay. So, like, the first time I played this, I was like, how do I get over there? But then I eventually remembered how. And it just came down to, like, thinking about the world as a 3D space. climb up here. And like you would never know how to do this when you're up here, but if you just jump and glide and turn around. Oh, I fell right off. I fell and died. Okay, well, that was pretty cool up until that part. I look dumb. Is this the Switch version? Yes, it is. No, Spyro, you were born to fly, but you forgot how to flap your wings 99% of the time. Yeah, no kidding. I think while I was researching this game series, there are later games where he can fly forever, and there's no timer, I think. But I'm not sure about the quality of the games overall. Apparently the consensus is that the first 3 games in the trilogy, which are conveniently also the ones that were remade here, are the best ones. Hello, Maximos.
Incredible glide, Spyro. I thought I'd be stuck here forever with those ugly vultures standing on my head. Those birds might look tough, but they're pretty tasty. Flame broiled with a pinch of salt.
Okay. That was close. Alright, now that I got the key, I can open up that chest. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Oh no! I didn't make it. Yeah, it's... You cannot mess up those long jumps, otherwise, you're screwed. How long do you plan on streaming for? I mean, not all night. I don't like doing like super long, like 4-hour streams. I do like to sleep, but maybe for a few hours. I want to try to catch our friend Drew's stream over at on YouTube. Drew Plays. He's going to be streaming Skyward Sword. Can't recommend the game, but I can recommend the streamer. Cool guy. And he is streaming at 9, I think. I think I'm gonna tune into that when I'm getting ready for bed. I wish my iPad was here because I would like to draw while listening to people stream, which is what Cameron is doing right now. I find it very relaxing. That or like listening to a podcast. Nice. Is that everything? Yeah, we have 100% of this level. Cool. Let's get out of here. Alright, we are done here. Alright, let's see that here. Yeah, I was asking if I would be able to see that too. LOL. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I got a little worried because I had signed up at NWR on Sunday to stream this game. But then Drew put out his his schedule, and I was like, oh no. But thankfully, we're not at the same time, so maybe there will be a little overlap, but I'm certainly not going to be streaming past 9 or very far past 9. So if that answers your question at all. But I think I might come back to this game. I think this seems to be like we've got people in the chat, people are watching, and also I'm enjoying it. I feel like I've been playing bad games on stream for like a year. It's nice to finally play something that's decent. Friday, if you're wanting more, is the February Mario Party Monthly. Once a month, NWR will pit 4 staff members against each other and play Mario Party Online here on this channel. And usually I'm there. I've been there for everyone so far. Basically, we play a game of Mario Party for the max number of turns. Right now we're playing Mario Party Superstars, but once we finish all the boards, I think we're going to switch things up. And anyway, the winner of the oh, this is the Tatooine town, I think. Yeah, this is the town that's supposed to look like Mos Eisley. I don't know if I see it, but you let me know if you do. Anyway, yeah, the winner of Mario Party Monthly gets to pick a video game that the loser, the person who comes in last place, has to stream. And we have played it. We did it in November, December, and January. We've done it 3 times, and I have lost twice. And they have made me play horrible video games. Dr. Mario 64, which not a fun video game. I wouldn't say it's like the worst. It's just like it's not one I particularly enjoy playing, especially after having to try to beat the mobile game. But then the other one I had to stream last month was Ice Climber, and it was the day I tested positive for COVID, which I don't think is a coincidence. I'm convinced that Ice Climber gives you a legitimate illness now. So yeah, tune into that for that on Friday. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get sick from this camera. Get it. I don't want to do that anymore. It's hurting my head.
How's a dragon supposed to flame metal armor anyway?
Remember, Spyro, flame won't work on metal, but charging with your horns, that should do the trick.
Xander Revenge Arc incoming. Yeah, we'll see about that. I don't even care about winning anymore. I just don't want to lose. Like, more than anything. Streaming twice in 1 week is already asking a lot of me. I can't imagine having to do it again. I wouldn't be surprised if it did give you COVID. Ice Climber's a rough game. Yeah, it's bad. I started it with Justin Berube, who's one of the NWR staff members. And he, I wouldn't say he particularly likes Ice Climber, but he is more fond of it than anyone else I have met, which raises questions, I know. But he beat the game. We did it in co-op on Nintendo Switch Online, and he was able to get all the way to the top. What really was that we would start, and then I would get in his way, and eventually I would die, because I'm not very good at Ice Climber, and then he would just beat the game. And then after that happened, I went to single player and I tried beating it and I only got halfway. And I was like, screw this, I'm going to bed. Alright, what else is in the chat? NWR is Nintendo World Report. We are a Nintendo-focused gaming outlet ran by volunteers. We've been around for over 20 years. We have a site, a YouTube channel, several podcasts, and these streams. That's us. Oh, what is? Oh, I didn't even see the what is a WR part. Thank you, Alex, for answering the question. I'm okay with Ice Climber. I've beaten it before. Crazy. We love you. Thank you for being here. But you're crazy. I liked it in the NES remake. I thought like short bursts of it were fun. But yeah, like, ugh, it's just very frustrating.
Hey, what's on the other side of that river?
Why don't you glide there and find out?
What a jerk. Could have said thank you. Oh. Why don't you blind there and find out, loser? I just saved your life, man. Like, you were stuck in that statue. I broke you free. Gosh, so far, so hard to find good respect. You know? Oh well. Such is life. Okay. I think that's all of them. Never mind.
You've reached the highest point in Clifftown. You can get to almost anywhere from here. If I were you, I'd use that whirlwind over there.
What's over there? Find out yourself, you absolute fool. Yeah, I remember when I played this a week ago being like, what? Like trying to like find like one last group of gems and being very lost. And it was one of those things where it's like, you know, we've all been there. You got like one last thing on your to-do list of things to collect, and you look everywhere, and you're like, what am I missing? You know what I'm talking about. Well, I'll show you where they were. Unless you're gonna play it for yourself and you want to torture yourself looking for these last few gems. You're going for 100%. By all means, turn away. Subject yourself to more pain like I did. It is... over here. Wow. Now, granted, it actually might be more feasible to notice this with the map. But like I said earlier, I was not playing with the map turned on. I don't think I even realized there was a map. Maybe there was and I turned it off. It's like, usually when I start a game, the first thing I do is go to the settings just to see what's available. I don't remember seeing a map setting, but it's there. So, I don't know. I don't claim to always be all the way there. Let's get this dumb egg. Oh, we're so close. I'm not a fan of those guys, but they're more common than I care to enjoy. Oh well. Other thing I did was I tried flying into the waterfall. Nothing there, no hidden secrets, just a brick wall a rock wall that I crashed right on into. Died. There you We're missing 100 jewels? Holy smokes. Why are we missing the jewels? From what? Where are the jewels at? Oh, they're over there. In this treasure chest. Oh, there's one right here. Okay, alright. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I think I know what to do. Oh, am I gonna make that? Nope. No, I'm not. Try again. Nice. I forgot how good this game looks on Switch. Yeah, I like it too. It stutters here and there. You might have noticed, but I'm enjoying it. No secrets behind a waterfall. 0 to 10. This game is unplayable. Seriously is. I know. It's weird. Oh, hey, Drew. Welcome. Happy to have you. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Oh no! We made it. Oh, we love a good like cliffhanger, you know. Oh, I didn't get that rocket. Can I get it from here? No, you gotta be up there. That's a bummer. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Especially since the first time I played through this specific game in the trilogy, I played it almost exclusively in handheld, and it looks nice in handheld mode. But you don't get that like nice, amazing HD sheen that we all love in dock. Anything else? I don't think so. Also, we named the firefly, or not firefly. What animal is it? It's a dragonfly. Because I was trying to remember what its name was. His name is Sparks, but we've changed it to Flyro Durg Sparks the Third. Yeah, I don't know. Is that everything? We're missing 4! I don't want to go all through this level again. I'm not going to. Yeah, alright. Well, that's Tatooine, everyone. Thanks for joining. Let's go to the next level. Oh, platforming game. So much joy until we all have to get the collectibles. I know. Yeah, that one in particular, I remember giving me a hard time because I hid some behind the opening, like, temple that you start in, and I didn't have the map turned on, and it was a real pain to find them. The only, like, really challenging levels are the ones where you have to... I'm sure they're coming up, a mechanic I'm going to describe. They have these really long ramps with arrows on them, and when you charge down them, it, like, increases your charge ability. And you kind of build up some momentum, and the idea is that you can kind of build up the momentum and jump to other ones and get really... He's mooning me. Dude. The idea is that you can get to like some really hard to get to areas, but it didn't explain that super well, and that was the only time in the whole game I had to look it up, because I was like, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. And I didn't really feel guilty about it. I was kind of like, you know what? I would have never figured that out as a kid. It was very much a break the wall kind of thing from Mario 64. I don't know how a kid would figure this out. Okay. Oh well. Oh no! drawings. Dr. Shemp. I think that's the boss. I kind of appreciate that you can just go to the boss whenever you want to. I think it's kind of cool. Except for the first level. They didn't let you do that. I guess it's because it's the first world. They want to teach you. The lore in this game is unsatisfactory, so we made our own. Yes, it's true. There is really no story here. It's just the dragons have been turned to stone. Go save them. That's kind of the whole story. That's Tatooine. I forgot they moon you. I know. I was like, that was rude. Gosh. I guess that you'd want a bad guy to be the one to moon you, right? I actually hesitate to kill these guys because I want to kind of see their animation. Okay, that guy's not happy. He just ran right off the edge. You know what? I said I hesitated to kill him, and he jumped off. That was not my fault. He did that to himself. I wonder if that means I can't get the gem now. Is this level 100%able? Oh well. I think I am down to one last hit because the dragonfly has disappeared. Okay, well, here we go. Oh! Alright. I have to keep looking at the chat to make sure I'm not missing anything. Nope. Yeah, it's funny. A lot of people who have who are tuning in tonight have not played Spyro, and I said, you know, it's interesting that I'm the one that's streaming it because I had not played Spyro until the series, and I enjoyed it enough. I was like, you know what, this might be fun to keep playing on air. Trondo, what do you got for me, Trondo? He's
Dr.
cool.
Shemp thinks he's so cool. You don't know what it's been like listening to him over and over. But I tell you one thing, he should watch his back.
Dragon had dreads. He looked pretty cool. He had like a Jack Sparrow kind of outfit on too. I couldn't tell if that was a hat or not. Alright, fight the boss. Wow, he just flattened me, jeez. Do I gotta start all the way back over here? Wow, it's 8 o'clock already. It's been an hour and a half already? That was fast. Yeesh. Yeah. He's not wearing much clothing under there, is he? Is there like a solar eclipse happening just for no reason? What's happening here? Like, was that in the original game, or is this just like, yeah, we remastered Spyro. There's no story. We're just gonna make it look as cool as possible. All right, I'm into that. He's like giving me the double finger eyes. Skill point acquired. Pro gamers. Ding dang dong. That's the end of the level. Where does this key? Oh, right here. Jeez. Oh no, I did get all 300. Did I finish the level? I did! Pro gamer. That man hear you that you wasn't going to kill him and he dealt with it. Oh, that man heard that you weren't going to kill him and he dealt with it himself. What's up? Is this the original Spyro or the sequel? This is the original game, Nintendo Hero. This is just the Reignited Trilogy version. We are in World 2. And I just beat the World 2 boss, but like I didn't play it. Like this isn't the end of World 2. I just kind of went to the boss because it lets you do that, which is cool. But we'll keep playing here. Unless people want to see World 3. I don't know, can we just do that? I don't understand the progression in this game. It's just free the dragons, but like I've only beaten... Maybe it's just a number of dragons you have to save. And the boss is just like a hard level. Of course there's a reason for the solar eclipse. The it looks dope reason, I agree. You gotta save some pro gamer moves for... Okay, Alex, that was really... Alex is making fun of me for being terrible at Mario Party, apparently. Even though I've always thought of myself as being really good at it. I've lost 2 of the 3 NWR Mario Party monthlies, so we'll find out Friday if I'm going to be 3 for 4. Kind of sick. Oh, I don't want to hear it. Yeah. How did I make that? Oh my goodness. How do I get over there? There's no way I can make this jump. Oh, I made that jump. Oh, I'm not dead. No! You just watch me embarrass myself. Alright, I mentioned earlier, there are these horrible flying levels I don't like, and here's the second one. I think they're pretty, and I like them conceptually, I'm just not good at them. And you're about to see why. Solid stream layout today, thank you, thank you. Chat box looks great. I'll show you where I got it from. I'm gonna out myself here in a moment. But thank you, I appreciate it. It was fun to put together. I actually think I like creating the stream assets more than I like the streaming part. Not to like sound ungrateful or anything. It's just I don't know. It's like me getting to release my art side. I don't get to do that very often. I'm doing really well. This is not normal. If I get 100% on this, I'm gonna be so mad. It's not on my file. Oh no! But also, I usually do better playing video games when I'm streaming, and that's not normal. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should just switch to my file and just start playing that. We've got 10 seconds left. Oh, what's the last thing? Oh, it's the lighthouses. I don't see any lighthouses. I don't know where it's at. Oh, that was depressing. Okay. Yeah, so you get all the chests, arches, rings, and lighthouses in one go. You get extra points, and you have to do that to get 100%, and I'm not very good at it. But yeah, that's where I got the chat box, is like the menu UI. I just took a screenshot. Cool. I just finished watching the latest Boba Fett episodes, which were amazing. I haven't watched any of the other shows until they brought back Mando. I haven't seen anything, so I'm glad you're enjoying it. My coworker's telling me about it every day, though. Yeah, I second that. It looks cool. That Xander Spyro logo looks great. Thanks, guys. I'm glad you're liking it. You should stream yourself making stream layouts. Oh, I don't know if you'd want to see that, but I'm not as happy. Oh, I'm a very happy person, but like I don't think I'd be as entertaining to watch. Oh no, so close. I know. I couldn't remember what the last thing was. I wasn't even looking for the lighthouses. They just kind of blend in. But that's that. That was the best you're gonna see of that all night. Good grief. Oh, okay, alright. That's cool, Spyro. Goodbye. He's out. Yeah, I lied. I did watch, I think, 4, maybe 5 episodes of the very first season of The Mandalorian a few years ago, and I remember really liking it, but falling asleep and not wanting to go back and rewatch the things I fell asleep. And at that time, also, it was a lot of Star Wars everywhere, and I was just kind of like, I want to take a little break from it. It's been a while. Maybe I'll go back to it. I was kind of the same way with Marvel. I used to be like the biggest Marvel fanboy ever. I'd see every movie, and then after Endgame, I was kind of like, I think I'm good for a little bit. And I didn't see many of the movies. Like I was like the biggest Spider-Man fan ever, and I didn't see Far From Home. That's the second one, right? And which is really weird because like I love Jake Gyllenhaal, and in high school I wrote my own screenplay for what I think a Spider-Man movie could look like if they rebooted it, and I had Mysterio as the villain. So it's just kind of weird that I never saw that one. But yeah, I didn't see that. I never watched the Marvel TV shows. I didn't see Black Widow. What got me to go back was my brother begging to see Spider-Man with me, the new one, No Way Home. And I reluctantly went, and then I left the theater, and I was actually like, wow, I actually really enjoyed that. It put a smile on my face, and that made me feel good. Because I didn't really like the first Tom Holland focused Spider-Man movie. I was kind of, like I said, I had my fulfillment after the Avengers. But now I was kind of like, you know what? That was cool. I am actually interested in the next Doctor Strange movie because I think Sam Raimi's doing that. I think he's a great director. And whenever he goes weird, it's usually a fun kind of weird. And so Doctor Strange but weirder would be great. My dad asked me to watch The Eternals, and I made the horrible decision to do that while I had COVID. So, granted, I was already suffering, but it did not help also having that illness.
A word of caution, little one. Wait until you grow big, like me, before charging those large enemies.
That's a very red dragon. Those flying levels give me PTSD to Mario 64 wing cap parts. Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that. That's kind of how I was describing them earlier. I was like, if you haven't played Spyro before and you think that looks easy, I would describe it as it's a Mario 64 level, except it's timed. You have to get all 8 red coins multiple times. I feel this, says Big C Venomous. Like, I want to keep up with those franchises, but it's just too much at this point. I mean, they're cool, but not as cool as the Superman 64 games, says Drew. Drew, don't mention that horrific game. Stop. I've never been able to get very far in that. I played Superman 64 once, and it's just going through those rings and running out of time. It is actually very akin to the Spyro flying level. But also, a lot of my friends, going back to Marvel, they keep up with it, and they're just as happy. So it's like, just because I'm not like super interested in it doesn't mean it's not good, It seems like a lot of people are enjoying it and having a great time. Same with the Star Wars stuff. Boba Fett, apparently people are really enjoying. But I did watch The Eternals, and I hated it. I felt every minute of that 2.5-hour movie. I was like, oh. what a waste of my time. Sadly, I don't like saying that because of course you want it to be a good movie, you want to enjoy it, but yeah, I did not like that movie. At the very end, it said the Eternals will return, and I said out loud, Xander will not. So yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of any other superhero movies I've seen in the interim. Not really. Oh, I watched the Snyder cut of Justice League, even though I'd never seen the theatrical cut, which I avoided because everyone said it was terrible.
Spyro, some big Norks up ahead are wearing armor. And in the ice cave, armor can make their feet very slippery.
Yeah, I feel like Endgame would have been a good stopping point since Breath of the Wild. I think pop culture has been oversaturated with Marvel. Dune is the greatest piece of pop culture in the last 10 years for me. I would agree with that, Nintendo Hero. I saw that in theaters and I loved it. A lot of people complain that, like, oh man, I can't believe it ended when it did. And I'm like, it did kind of end, like, weirdly, but, like, it's part one, so I get it. But yeah, I really enjoyed my time with that movie. Well, I gotta head out. Need to set up my stream. That was fun, man. Hey, Drew, thanks for watching. I was actually pimping out your channel earlier. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be done before 9, but I will recommend all of my my viewers to go watch Drew stream over on YouTube. His channel is called Drew Plays, and tonight he's gonna be streaming Skyward Sword. And as I said, I can't recommend that game, but I can recommend the streamer. So go check it out. He's doing a whole like Legend of Zelda year where he's playing all the 3D games. So if you're a big Zelda fan, I would recommend go over there later. Yeah, the Eternals was not good since Breath of the Wild. See ya, Drew. I got some stuff pretty soon too, but I'll try to join your stream a little bit later. Alright, if you're heading out too, thanks Nintendo Hero for stopping by. It's nice to have people visiting. I think I'm going to try to do this a little more often, maybe once a week or so. I'm actually really liking this. Like I said, I usually do have a ton of technical issues, and it makes streaming not very fun, which is why I think I said earlier I enjoy making the artwork aspect of it more. There's been several times I've streamed for NWR where you never see any of the stuff I made for it because I could not get OBS to work with my Mac. And so I had to use the Elgato software, and the Elgato software is a lot more limited in what it can do, so I wasn't able to post the artwork I made. But the past few streams have worked out. The Ice Climber stream, I was able to show the stuff I made for it. Charlie and Chocolate Factory 2. But others, not so much, unfortunately. But that's okay. I'm really happy that the Spyro one is working out, though. I was really worried. I was like, oh man, I spent a lot of time making that stuff. I hope it works out. But I think it's been great. No one's saying that there's any problems watching, so.
Thank you for releasing me.
You're welcome. I guess they're running out of tutorials because they're just saying thanks now. Also, I've been talking like a mile a minute, and I'm very lost. I have not been paying attention to what I'm doing. And now I'm looking over at the map and like, that's not helping me at all. That's just an ink blot test. But yeah, I will, if anyone's interested, let me know. I could probably do this again next week. Keep playing the original Spyro, maybe work our way through the whole trilogy. I kind of want to get through the second game on my own time, so that way I can feel like I know a little bit more of what I'm doing when I'm actually streaming. That said, I would argue I also don't know what I'm doing when I'm streaming right now, so it is what it is, I guess.
Thanks for freeing me, Spyro. And now, where was I?
Why don't you like Skyward Sword? I've never played any of the Zelda games except for Breath of the Wild. Xander has bad taste in games. Skyward Sword is very good, says Alex. Thanks. Immediately dipped out of this reality, says Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I don't know why the dragons, they just, I looked up what they looked like in the older game, and they're very generic. Like, they're almost all the same model. It's just they changed the color of the texture. So they did go out of their way to make the dragons very unique in this one, even if they don't do much functionally outside of just like what they've always done. So I really appreciate that. But to answer your question about Skyward Sword, I don't hate the game. It's not just Skyward Sword. It's really most 3D Zeldas. I'm kind of like, on. I've played them and I've enjoyed them, but I've never felt like the urge that I think so many Nintendo fans have to go back and replay them. Like I could play any of the 3D Marios any day of the week. And I just don't have that with Zelda. I think, to me, they're a little overrated in that aspect. You know, Ocarina of Time, very prestigious in being the Link to the Past, but in 3D, kind of revolutionizing adventure gaming in 3D, so it's important. But that said, I love the scope and the epicness and style that the 3D games go for. You know, it's like I never ever want to play Majora's Mask, but yeah, I love the imagery and like the music and the weird characters and the really weird plot. Like I like looking at Majora's Mask, I guess. I just never want to play the game ever. And I feel that way towards most of them. Same with Wind Waker, Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, and especially Skyward Sword. I don't ever want to play those games. And it's like, well, you must not like 3D third-person adventure games. And it's like, no, I do like them. I played God of War and I really liked it. I played Spider-Man and really liked it. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to give you a really good answer, but it's just a personal preference, really. I also think it's like the storytelling I've always thought is weird, and they just do a lot of tropey things that I think Zelda fans put up with that I just don't think are good. Breath of the Wild is great. Don't get me wrong. That of the bunch, that one's been my favorite, and I think it's because it removes so many conventions that are not necessary and tries new things, and it modernizes the formula. I'm also lost. I'm trying to talk while I'm figuring out where to go. Excuse me. Yeah, I would not say they are bad games. Okay, don't like. Also, like, if you like them, like, why do you care about my opinion, right? Like, if you love them, then me not liking them shouldn't affect you liking them. I love Mario Sunshine. It's a terrible video game, but it's also a great video game. You know, it's like, it's my favorite of the 3D Marios, but it's also like a very rushed, unfinished game. It's got so much creativity and so many new things in it, and I love how it's trying to carve out its own identity. I actually kind of hope that someday Mario Sunshine gets a revisit, even if it's not like a remake. I actually think it'd be really cool if they did a sequel and they gave it the time that the original one deserved. Okay, I'm not sure where to go. I think I'm just running in circles now. I have to go backwards, right? I'm looking at the map. Actually, real quick, I'm sure people have responded to Zelda stuff. Let's see what's going on here. Does that include Breath of the Wild? Never mind. I love Sunshine too. I love how unique it is. Yeah, it's a great game. It's, like... Okay, it's... Mario Sunshine's like my favorite 3D Mario. And I put up with all of its weird, dumb quirks. And I recognize them. I think that's how I perceive a lot of the Zelda fan community is with most of the 3D Zeldas. Is that, like, they also know that they're not perfect, and they have a lot of, like, Wind Waker is a great example because it's actually very similar to Mario Sunshine. It's a GameCube game. It was also rushed, and it was trying new things for the series. But sadly, as great as it is, you know, like, people have to kind of put up with those unfortunate shortcomings that come with the game. And I just don't have that patience for Zelda. I think, first off, you know, I'm much more of a 3D platformer kind of guy. So with Link not being able to jump on his own, like, that alone is kind of just like it feels like a limitation. It's something I don't really like because I want to be able to do what I want, and I can't even jump. I have to walk up to an edge, and it's very much having to rely on the game itself to let me do what I want to do. Other things like, I don't know, you're halfway through a dungeon and you die to a mini boss or a group of Stalfos or whatever, and then it puts you back at the very beginning of the dungeon, and you have like a third of your hearts and it's ready to beat, and you don't want to have to now spend your time going to find a bunch of pots just to heal up and then re-navigate all the way back to it's like, for some people that's the fun of it, that's the immersion, that's the whole point. For me, that's just like a chore. Ugh. I'm not really into that. Whereas with Breath of the Wild, I don't remember that being a thing. Or at the very least, you could actually have stuff in your inventory to heal you up whenever. Like, I would say if you loved Breath of the Wild, I don't think it's a great game to call an ambassador for the rest of the series, because it's so different. You know, it's Skyward Sword is like night and day difference to Breath of the Wild, because Skyward Sword was kind of the end of the finish line of what they were doing with 3D Zelda's format based on Ocarina of Time, and then they broke all those conventions with how do I get there? That's what I need to get to. I'm losing my train of thought because I'm trying to figure out how to get to that platform. But yeah, Breath of the Wild, it broke up a lot of conventions. I loved how freeing it was. It added a jump button, which seems silly and trivial, but like, it does a lot. The whole game was like giving you a tool set of things that you can do, whereas the other Zelda games were very much leading you down a linear path of things that you're not. Okay, I think this is the move. And for some players, they like having a linear, like, catered experience. Myself included. I like that in other games too. But I think the way Zelda was doing it was just starting to get kind of. Like right now, Drew is playing through all the 3D Zeldas, and I personally, it's like I would never want to do that, especially all in 1 year. But he likes those games, so it's like I'm not gonna say anything against it. I still watch his streams and try to support him. They're good games. It's a lot of the same one type of game over and over again. But if you like that kind of game, then again, there's nothing wrong with that. Play what you want. I just don't like the 3D Zeldas as much. I feel like I'm running in circles with my explanation. Does that answer your question? I haven't looked at the chat in like 5 minutes because I've been looking for this treasure chest. Has anyone seen a treasure chest? Alright, let's look. Yeah, Breath of the Wild is my favorite game of all time, but although to be fair, that list is made up of Minecraft, Breath of the Wild, and Tetris. So yeah, they are very different games. Well, I will say, I think it's worth playing the other Zelda games. Like, I wouldn't say don't play them just because I don't enjoy them. I think they're good games in their own right, and it's worth trying out. I don't think they're particularly strong narratively, Breath of the Wild included, but some of them actually have better narratives than I think Breath of the Wild does. I think Wind Waker has a good one. Skyward Swords is alright. Oh, how did I miss all this? Skyward Sword has got great dungeons. Those are really fun. Weirdly though, as much as I liked Breath of the Wild, I'm not like chomping at the bit for that sequel. And you know, when that game is finally released, and I'll probably be like super excited to play it. But I don't have the same interest I did when the first game came out. And maybe that's just because everything they've showed of it has been kind of more of the same to me. But it's got that... The thing that's interesting is the creepy stuff that they've been marketing, right? Like the weird zombie Ganon looking thing. I don't know what that's about, but... The E3 trailer was just like... now he's in the sky, and he's doing the same things, but he's got like a few more abilities. I don't know, I guess I was craving something a little bit newer. And so I took that thought, okay, like, well, I feel this way about Breath of the Wild 2. What if they were to announce a sequel to Mario Odyssey 2? Or Mario Odyssey, and they would call it Mario Odyssey 2 or whatever. And it's really just him in more kingdoms, and he's got like a new move he can do with his hat. Like, isn't that the exact same thing? I would be all over that. And it's like, okay, well, why? What is it about Mario Odyssey getting a sequel that's very similar to the first one, but just with new mechanics? A Galaxy 2, if you will. What makes that different than Breath of the Wild? And I guess maybe it's just the genre, you know. I guess that's what it comes down to. I don't know.
You've done well, Spyro. Some dragons thought you weren't ready, but I knew they were wrong.
Well, thank you,
I'm
Ragnar.
ready, all right. Ready for what?
Like, okay, I think really what it is it comes down to genre. I think I just enjoy 3D platformers more. Like, I would rather play this game over Skyward Sword, and this game is a remake of, or not a remake, a remaster of a game from 1997? 1999? When was the first Spyro? I thought it was in the 90s. Yeah, I don't remember where that chest is. Oh no! It doesn't show up on the map, does it? I think if Zelda pushed its narrative more and it took itself a little bit more seriously, and it had voice acting all the way through, not like these really cheap cutscenes, I think I might be a little bit more invested. It's like, it's those trivial little things that I think add presentation to the gameplay that kind of take it to the next level for me. Because, you know, Breath of the Wild had great gameplay. It had a few issues people didn't like, you know, weapon durability and the rain. But I enjoyed myself. I played it for like 300 hours by the end of it, once the DLC and all that was done. Okay, is there anything else other than that one treasure chest? Because, I don't know. I feel like literally I've been running in circles. Alright, I'm not going to deal with it anymore. Like I said, I'm not going to 100% this. Your tastes sound a lot like mine. I like Zelda games okay, but they never appeal to me like Mario games do, even if those games aren't always the best thing in the world. I agree. I think we're very similar in that way. Like, I will never deny Zelda games are great. I'm not going to say that. I'm not as big of a fan of them as most people are. I'll still play them. I'm not like, oh gosh, I hate to open this can of worms, but I'm not going to play them blindly like I feel like Pokemon fans do. But at the same time, that's a very big conversation, I guess, to have. As you know, Pokemon fans, they have to kind of play with like what they're given. I have I feel like with Zelda games, you get one every 5 years in the 3D sense. So you kind of have to. Noise outside.
Hey, Spyro. Sparks the Dragonfly has been doing a good job protecting you. Make sure to keep him strong by feeding him lots of butterflies.
I would prefer voice acting, but I think the world might write if they gave Link a voice. I'm pro give Link a voice. I know that that's kind of like against the character. A lot of people don't like that. They don't want it to be ever have a voice. I think it'd be cool. I know the dangers that come with it. See Mario Sunshine, see Metroid Other M. I get it. But I don't know. I think I'm less interested in video games where you play as an avatar of yourself. I like playing as a character. Mario is kind of a weird exception. He's not really an avatar. He also doesn't have much of a personality. He's very kind of go-lucky. But Mario is not really about the story. It's about the challenge, right?
I can't believe how fast you found so much stolen treasure. Up aboard for the Magic Crafter's world if you're ready.
I'm sure I forgot one of the world levels in that world, but we're making headway. But with Zelda, it is going for that epic tale. Nintendo markets it as having a grand adventure, having you're going on an adventure with Link, and Link, the name has several different meanings between like past, present, future, a link to the player, that whole thing. But I don't know. Sometimes it's like I see a lot of Nintendo fans love it when Link is expressive and emotes, like in Skyward Sword when he falls from the sky. He makes a lot of funny facial animations. He's actually very expressive in that game. Or when he does sumo wrestling in Twilight Princess, or whenever he's very sassy in Wind Waker. He's kind of a ladies' man in Breath of the Wild. It's like, people like it when he has a personality. I don't get why they wouldn't like it if he would talk. Don't make him annoying. You don't have to make him like a super talkative character, but like, I don't know what the deal is with him just not ever speaking. There are people that against the concept of I think it's weird, personally. Wouldn't you be more attached to a character? Couldn't you like them more if you could relate to them? I can't relate to someone who never talks. But for some people, him not talking makes it easier for them to imprint themselves on him. So that's why some people are very pro female Link. And I don't know, it's weird. But I'm curious what people think in the chat about that, because that's a whole thing.
Welcome to Magic Crafters. I want you to release the dragons, reclaim our treasure, and recover the eggs from those pesky blue thieves.
I'd prefer if they left Link non-verbal and leaned into it, like having him communicate with non-verbal cues. I'm autistic, so non-verbal communication is a big deal to me. Oh, that's an interesting perspective, says Breath of the Wild 1. I love when Link is expressive. I would love a female Link. I think your views are perfectly valid. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I like that people want different things, and unfortunately, that does kind of complicate it. 'Cause it's like, I feel like a lot of the fans, when they unite and they want something, people kind of like group in with each other. There's a bit of a community in wanting something from a game series. See Paper Mario. But with something as big as Zelda, it means so much to so many different players, and everyone has a different experience with it, that it's very hard to find a way to satisfy everyone. There was one thing in Breath of the Wild that they kind of tapped into, and I think people give them more credit than what I think they deserve. But they talk a little bit how Link is a silent hero because he's like a knight, and it's kind of like a part of the the role and that he had like a relationship with his father. And if this is sounding like you kind of remember what I'm talking about, it's because it's like in 1 or 2 cutscenes. Like they never really got into it, but they mentioned it, and I'm like, that's a cool angle. Like lean into that more. Gosh, these guys suck. I'm gonna get vertigo. You can't run and breathe fire. That's the tragedy here. Otherwise, this would be way easier. Whew. Okay, sorry about that. Good. Yeah. Anyway, I get it. Why people don't want him to talk. I get why people want a female Link. I get it. I don't know. A lot of people, myself included, will say, well, wouldn't it be like a disservice to create a female Link, or wouldn't you just create a female character? I mean, you have Zelda available. I think that would be cooler, personally, because then you can have both. You can have that Silent Knight, and you can expand on that, and then you can also have Princess and whatever the heck they want to do with her. Because Zelda's another character where she's very undefined. Sometimes she's this like super cool. I won't spoil Ocarina of Time. You haven't played it, but she's got a pretty cool, like, badass role in that game. Same with in Wind Waker. Whereas in Breath of the Wild, they completely change it. She's a researcher. She's a scientist. She doesn't want to be the princess. She doesn't want to have these powers. That's another cool thing. I don't think they told that story super well. A lot of it you just had to read. But like once you got all of those pieces together, then it works. And Breath of the Wild is also kind of going for that, because it wants you to explore the world and figure that out for yourself. But I think, in my experience when I played it, it took me so long to kind of get all those pieces that like I kind of forgot them in the interim. And I think I would have preferred like maybe bigger chunks rather than a lot of small pieces. Yeah, I liked her being a researcher. I just kind of wish they would have pushed that a little bit more. I think part of what makes Link interesting is how different each Link can be, and I think there's room for them to try different things. Oh, I never played Age of Calamity Breath of the Wild. I also remember really liking it. Ooh, a Zelda game would be really cool. Might have also put it in Mipha's diary. Yeah, like Breath of the Wild, it's got so many different diaries. You got Mipha's diary, you got Zelda's diary, you got the King of Hyrule's diary. There's a lot of different diaries, and it's like, you get those supplemental texts, those are great, but it's like, I want that to be supplemental text. I want what I saw in the diaries to be the story, and then I want diaries to expand on that. I feel like in the story aspect of Breath of the Wild, they didn't really do that. That's my opinion. I also really want them to make a Zelda game. I think that would be cooler than Female Link, just because it would finally give Legend of Zelda the spotlight. Venom, have you played Ocarina of Time? You know the spoiler I was probably referring to. I think if they did that, that would be cool. What video game studio was it that leaked recently where they were making that game and it ended up getting canceled? It was a stealth game featured Zelda. That would have been pretty cool. I gave this idea to Drew and Nintendo Hero. When they released the HD remake of Skyward Sword, I was really disappointed that they didn't really add new content to it. Okay, Xander, what content would you like to see? Well, I mean, it can be anything, but what if you did the perspective of Zelda in the surface world while Link is chasing her? Like, you play a smaller version of the game, but you're playing as Zelda going with Mipha on her own little adventure. That'd be pretty cool. Or maybe in Breath of the Wild, you get to experience kind of playing as Zelda fighting Calamity Ganon. She's not a prisoner, she's been fighting him for 100 years. Maybe you get to experience that. It's just like, this is just coming off the top of my head. Ocarina of Time, what if you got to experience Zelda's story during the time skip? Wind Waker, what if you got to go on a pirate adventure with Zelda? Instead of, that's the other thing, Zelda, she's got a role in the beginning of the game, and you think it's pretty cool, and then once you kind of reach a certain point in that game, they kind of fridge her. She just stands there in statue for like the rest of the game. It's like, just giving up, huh?
Spyro, you're not afraid of those big, noisy, gigantic, awful beasts, are you?
Of course not.
Oh, good. I didn't think so.
Yeah, when half the lore is hidden in obscure diaries, it's rough for non-completionists. I'm a completionist though, so yeah. I've mentioned several times, it's like I really don't like 100%ing the Zelda games, but a lot of people do. There's just a little bit too much crap to put up with that I would ever want to do that. I didn't 100% Breath of the Wild, but I did everything except for those Korok seeds. I was like, screw that. I don't need that golden poop. But yeah, like what you're saying, you shouldn't have to be a completionist to experience the story. There should be things in the diary that are cool for completionists. A cool little treat. If you went out of your way and you explored and you found that, that's awesome. That adds to your experience. But isn't like the core of the narrative that they're trying to tell.
For releasing me.
I feel like all of these involve Zelda. Someone get this man a playable Zelda. Ugh, I'm doing Koroks now. I wouldn't recommend that to most of the. Yeah. I only know one person who's done it all. It's Justin from NWR. Yeah, he did go out of his way to do it. And, I salute you, wherever you are, Justin. If you're listening, he was on last time I streamed. I don't know why you'd want to do it, but again, if you enjoy the gameplay, then I get it, right? Like I loved collecting the moons in Mario Odyssey. I know that there's a lot of filler moons in that game. I just liked playing as Mario. I liked the control. I liked being able to jump around. I liked the environments. I liked the enemy design. It was a great experience for me that I didn't want to stop. And I welcomed the DLC, and I was sad that they never did it. Balloon World was great before the internet ruined it. But yeah, I was all about those moons, and I get the criticism that people don't really like how inflated the moon economy is. I get it, but it's the same thing with the Korok seeds. If you like playing Breath of the Wild, like that's what that's there for. Of course, that's a good thing that you have that to your advantage, as long as you're enjoying it.
Great work,
Xander!
Spyro. If you keep this up, you'll learn all the tricks of the Magic Crafter's world.
He's got like cyber wings. Look at that, cool. His name was Xander. It wasn't spelled like my name, but it was the same name. He had like cyber wings. That was cool. Yeah, a lot of people were thinking that Breath of the Wild 2 was going to be co-op because Link and Zelda were traveling together. And it's like, oh, cool! Finally, a playable Zelda! And then the E3 trailer came out and she fell in a hole, and I was like, well, there goes my interest. I'm just joking. I'll probably still play it and like it. That would be a plot twist, though, is if that game comes out and no one likes it. What a heartbreaking tale that will be, won't it? Alright, do you think I can make this jump? I'm gonna say no, but have faith. Oh, I made it! That was great. Keep laughing. Also, like, I mean, there's plenty of moments in the 3D Zelda games that I really like. A lot of the companion farewells are great. There's a lot of great moments in the dungeons. There are some cool plot twists. Like, there are definitely aspects of it narratively that I've enjoyed. Woo! I love these wizards and they're like flip-flops. They're so dumb with it. It's great. Is there anything else I'm missing? I'm missing one dragon, one egg, and like 140 or 38 gems. So there's definitely an area I've not been to yet. Xander, interest took a bigger fall than Zelda did. Yeah. It's true. I won't deny it. I'll be honest. I'm not gonna blindly say what I'm interested in. There's been some bangers for me this Nintendo generation. Luigi's Mansion 3 was amazing. Mario Odyssey was a dream come true. Breath of the Wild was great. New Pokemon Snap was an unexpected but lovable. Oh, there's where I need to go. There's the dragon. But amazing time. What else have I enjoyed from Nintendo? Ring Fit Adventure was great. That's a whole thing. Maybe I should make a video on Ring Fit Adventure someday. Ring Fit Adventure is awesome. I want more from it. Like, what they got, amazing. Let's do more now. And it's kind of hard because it's like, from an exercise perspective, I don't know what else they can do that wouldn't require more peripherals. That's a big jump. Like, if they were to do lifting, like weights, the game would be so expensive. I mean, because it would be like, I don't know, if you were just doing dumbbells, like you'd have to be able to customize them. And like, customizable dumbbells are already really expensive. Kelvin! Oh, he's pretty.
Remember
oh,
that these
not.
blue thieves have stolen eggs outside the Magic Crafter's world as well.
Don't worry, I'll take care of them.
I looked at his wings before I looked at his face. And I judged him, and I thought, he's ugly. But yeah, I mean, I could see them maybe pairing it with like a smartphone app and like having the pedometer add to your gameplay experience, but you gotta do more than just walking. They could do like an app for running or tracking. At the very least, maybe tracking your, like, if you decide to get a gym membership and you could track the weights that you do, but I don't know. I think the Wii Fit and Ring Fit, they take a little bit more of a generic approach. But it's okay. Like, when I started Ring Fit, it mentioned that like, oh, well, I'm not going to get too muscular from this. And I'm like, you're not going to get muscular at all from playing Ring Fit. You cannot build muscle playing that game. Sorry. You can tone. It's all body weight stuff. but you're not gonna walk out of that as Arnold. I'm sorry. You gotta lift weights. You have to eat right. A lot of to be in that caloric surplus. You have to get good sleep. Those are kind of your three big. There's more to it than that, but that's really the foundation of it. Sadly, that is the case. What else? What else is I enjoyed from the Switch era? The new Kirby game looks cool. But again, it's a 3D platformer. Can I make this? Can't. Oh! I got the gems. Oh geez, that was embarrassing. I need a better thigh strap, says Alex, for Ring Fit. Oh, I like how you clarified for Ring Fit. Thank you for doing that. I'm gonna head out soon to go to Drew's stream, but I'll try to watch the Mario Party streams as well. Hey, Breath of the Wild, thanks so much for coming over. I really appreciate talking with you. I'll probably be at Drew's stream in a little bit too. Yeah, and if you want, come to Mario Party on Friday. I think I might do another Spyro stream. This has been really fun. This went by way faster than I was going to. And it seems like people enjoyed this, so thank you very much for stopping by. Dumb decision by me. It was a good talk about Zelda and Switch games and everything. I hope people enjoyed listening to me ramble. I don't know why you would, but hey, I'm not gonna knock it. Xander, cancel, because he doesn't like Skyward Sword. Woo! You didn't save me, Dragonfly. No, you only wrote that so you get me to say it out loud, you scumbag. Have fun with your explosives. See ya. Bye. Alex, I don't like how you're playing dirty. You're just trying to get me to say things. Woo. Is that everything? Goodness, there's more? Why is there more gems? I think we've been everywhere. Oh well. Oh, okay. It's down here. That's how I murdered this poor animal before he even woken up. Spyro, you monster. Oh wow, there's a lot here. That's all of them. Wow, okay. That was easier than I thought it was going to be. Is that again? Yep, it is. Wow, I forgot I've been on camera this whole time. This is my first time streaming with a camera. I hope I've looked nice. I didn't put much effort into my appearance, so I put more effort into the stream overlay. Oof. Okay. I'm thinking 9:30, we call it. How's that sound? That'll be 3 hours exact. That seems like an appropriate number. We already got that. Okay. So you see these arrows here? You know what? Let's just have the dragon explain it. Wow, he's
When you
clumsy.
see arrows like these, you can charge along with them to begin a supercharge.
Supercharge? Excellent!
Go ahead, try it.
Alright. So you can like charge down it and then Spyro will start to like think. Look at me go! Woo. Oh, okay, well, I hit a wall. It's fun, but sometimes they ask you to do some things in it that are just not fun. I did not like it towards the end.
This portal leads to a special place where you can learn to fly. I remember when I was a young dragon, earning my wings.
Learn to fly. Got it.
Alright, well, we got another flying level. Let's see if I can do nearly as good. Probably not. That last one was the best I've ever done. I just ran out of time. Okay. So far, so good. I saw treasure chests and I think planes. Yeah. It might be easier if I was going the same direction as them, wouldn't it? Oh my gosh, I need 2 more planes and I've got 100%! Where are the other 2 planes? Where are they? Oh, that's tragic. That was the best, maybe that was the best one I've ever done. I don't know what it is, but playing on stream, I weirdly do better at things I'm not good at. Like when I got my first win in, where's it my first win? Or, it was a really good win in Pac-Man 99, I was very proud of. Oh well. Okay, I am gonna use the bathroom real fast. I'm gonna put us on hold. Be right back. Maybe you'll give me like 3 minutes or so. I'm back. Oh, okay. Just not expecting there to be a guy right there. I've been standing here for like 5 minutes, and then this guy just... That was embarrassing. Oh well. Wizard Peak. So sometimes you gotta use your supercharge to break through metal boxes that can't be normally charged into. So let's see if I can go do that. First try, first try. Woo, first try. Pro gamer. Alright, Wizard Peak, here we go. This is a interesting looking level. Oh man, I'm already like on my last health tip here. Okay. Can I make this? No! I can totally make that. I can totally make that. Here we go, here we go. Let's try that again. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Oh man, everyone watching me is so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. Gosh, that was terrible. Switch load times aren't helping my case. This is a flight of shame. Alright, we're gonna try that one more time. There we go. Wow, that was not hard. Yet I somehow made it.
Welcome to Wizard Peak. This is my favorite supercharged spot. Use it to bash those wizards.
I don't want to supercharge. Get over here. Does Spyro ever do any spying? I know you're only saying that because it's Spyro, but I'm actually gonna ask or tell you I don't think he spies in this game, unless you like pretend you're spying. He's got very wide open eyes. But I'm only in the beginning of the second game in my personal segment. There have not been any stealth segments. There are more characters. There's like this leopard guy named Hunter. He's like an athlete. That's kind of his character arc. He just, I'm really good at being athletic. There's this like, I don't know what she is. She's like a fawn? A fawn? Like a, what do you call the animal that's like, it's a humanoid, and it's like, not a satyr, because a satyr's like half person, half goat, right? She's like half deer, and not like a centaur. I thought fawn was like the right word. I don't know. Yeah, she's in it. That was the easiest one. Oof. His name seems like false advertising. Alex, your name seems like false advertising. You've never given me a bag of Fritos in your life. In fact, actually, maybe you're right advertising. VE is like the suffix for negative, right? So maybe I shouldn't expect something from you. A fawn? Is that an animal? A fawn?
Well done, Spyro. Thank you for releasing me.
Is that a type of deer? Fawn? Am I like being incredibly dumb right now? That when I think of a deer, I think of doe. But fawn sounds right. Woo! That was a very happy accident. Okay. Oh no! Oh, I got him. I didn't even have to see him on camera. Fawns are part deer. You are correct. Okay. All right. Then I was correct. All right. Glad to know that when I'm unsure of myself, I'm correct. Slowly die. This what is that? Water? That's one thing I've noticed is that in Spyro 1 he cannot touch water, otherwise he takes damage. Spyro 2, he learns how to swim. Doesn't take damage at all. So I guess maybe that's the continuity, is he learned how to swim, so that doesn't hurt him anymore. I don't know. Well, I'm dead. Wait, does it get all these algae? Lucas. Wow, look at his
Listen
horns.
carefully, Spyro. There's a secret area in the artisan's home world near the waterfall. Try jumping on the stones there.
Yeah.
Artisan's home world? Waterfall. Sounds good.
I mentioned that earlier. I did that. That was literally the very first thing I ever did playing Spyro. The Reignited Trilogy. I turned left, I saw a waterfall, and there was a bunch of stones, and I jumped on all the stones, and I walked along it. I was like, oh, cool, first level. Apparently that was a secret. I wish I was that good at most games, but you know what? That would be most of this level. Alright, we got about 15 more minutes here. I am also part Frito, at least the rare occasions when I do eat Fritos. The place I work at, I was cleaning out the cabinet the other day, and we had bought, or my boss had bought us like a big bag or box of assorted chips from like back in April, and there were a few left, and they were all Fritos, and I said, I guess Fritos are like the one that people don't want to finish. I guess they're the least popular. But we have 4 or 5 bags of Fritos just chilling where I work. And I'll think of you anytime I open up, anytime I'm at work and I see those Fritos. Alright, we did that. Is there anything else other than the boss? Yeah, there's one more level. There's gotta be one more level other than the boss. That's the boss over there. Okay. Oh, you know what occurred to me? I don't think I've ever been in here. Jeez. These guys, I tell you what. I know I've only started Spyro 2 and I know these little blue guys come back, but I really hope there aren't as many, because that's annoying. Woo! I just don't know what the dragon eggs are for. Hopefully they're important. Did I go in there? Alpine Ridge? Yeah, Wizard Peak, Alpine Ridge, and the Blight. I did that one. Did I do this one? High Caves. I don't think I did High Caves. I did not. We're going to High Caves. They are the least popular until someone makes chili. Yeah, they are really good in chili. I am a big fan of chili. Oh, I had some turkey chili yesterday. And 3 cups of it. Good stuff. Put some onion in there, some shredded cheese. I like Spyro's cheeks, just like up in the air and fire. That was a dumb thing to say. Like Spyro's cheeks. Ooh, left or right? Oh, I remember this level. I don't like. Oh, look at these giant spiders. Ugh. Those guys are a pain. I'm gonna come back though. Grandfather? I don't remember. Oh, that's not my stream. It's Matt's stream, probably. Pac-Man World 2. I did not stream that. Either Joe. Actually, Joe and Matt both did. Although I do like Pac-Man World 2. It's not like a great game, but it's alright. It's got some flaws.
Please do something about these green druids. They insist on moving everything in sight.
Is that what a druid is? I don't know why, but I always thought a druid was like a plant-based creature. That looks like an old wizard. I guess he's got like leafy things on his head. I don't know. Cameron, are you still there? Do you know what a druid is? Am I missing that out? Okay. Look at the fairies. Ajax.
I hate those bugs. When I become big and strong like you, I'll squash them all.
Until then, remember that supercharge makes you invincible.
Thanks for that. Not very helpful. But okay. Oh my god. Wow, I cannot believe I made that.
Try combining your supercharge with jumping and gliding, and really explore the high caves.
I don't want to. I'm thinking we do a little bit more of this level. We fight the boss. We call it a day. How about that? Does that sound good? We all in on that? Save me, fairies. Wow, they really saved me. Jeez. Wow, we're going all the way back to the top here. I wish the rest of them were that easy, jeez. Okay. I just have to have the fairies take me back. I guess so. Okay. What's the point of this? Okay, there's nothing there. We got, wow, a lot of gems and an egg left. An egg. I can. I thought there was like some way to get those spiders dead. Okay, guess we're going in here. Oh, wow, I don't know if it went through on the Twitch stream, but there was a really bad stutter right there when he jumped. I wonder if it's gonna do it again. Made it easier to catch though. Gonna head out. Good stream, Xander. I'll see you on Friday. Hey, thanks for joining, Alex. Hope you have a great night. I'm not too far away from signing off myself. Hope you have a fantastic Thursday and Friday, and but not too good of a Friday. I definitely don't want you having like the best Friday. I would like some people to have good Fridays too. But you know, we can all have good Fridays. Just some could have better Fridays than others. Is that so wrong? Maybe when we're playing Mario Party? I don't know. See ya. I don't remember how to get rid of these. There was some kind of magical invincibility thing. God. Where is that? Oh, maybe I just run into them. Okay, well that does that. I thought there was something else I had to do. Cool. Thanks, fast. There, that's what we need, the fairy. I hope the dragonfly got those gems. I don't think it did. That thing is hideous. Woo! Get away from me! We gotta kill it somehow. There's gotta be another fairy around here. Wait, it's over there. Wait, I've been over here. This is the starting area. Yeah. I remember. Okay. Okay. That wasn't too bad. I thought there was another fairy around here. Maybe not. I guess I'm crazy. Jeez, that thing's hitbox is ready to go. It does not care. What is it? Pass go, click $200. Where's the fairy? Okay. Oh, I know. Okay, I'm an idiot. You don't need to go through the cave, you just need to run and jump. I like Spyro's design though, when he's got like this flame thing on. Die. Got all the spiders. What are we missing? Literally 5 gems. Alright, well, if we don't find those gems soon, we're gonna call it. I'm not wasting my time with that nonsense. Alright, I don't think we're gonna find it. But wait, what's this? Oh, that's nothing. Alright, boss time. Blowhard. That's the name of this boss. Confronting Blowhard. I hope he's not too hard. Here we go. I don't remember what this boss is actually. Blowhard. It's impressive, the real-time shadows with the windmill behind us. It's pretty neat. You can see like the lower, what do you call it, resolution. Oh yeah, it's this guy. Ah. I remember he was another one. I was like, is that a boss? It's this floating head with a long beard. There we go. That's the real challenge, isn't it? The door open. Just, it doesn't do anything. He just stands there and I kill him. Oh, great. This city. Thank goodness for that. Altair.
Thanks for releasing me, Spyro. You
I
have
like his,
no idea how
crystal
long
ball.
I've been trapped in crystal.
Look at that. That's fun.
Neither do I. Who are you again?
I'm out of here.
I killed him. Wow. Weird. Should have gotten a skill point for that. Did I take damage? Well, that's it. That's 3 worlds. 3 of 5? That's more than the majority of the game. I think it's 5. I don't remember. 5 or 6. Let's.
Thank you, Spyro, for recovering so many of our dragon eggs. Hop aboard for the Beastmaker's world if you're ready. Would you like to go?
Beastmaker. I don't even remember. Beast. Boy, it got quiet in the chat. Just a bunch of lurkers now. Hopefully I'm being entertaining while talking to myself. Oh, right. Yeah, it's like this jungle level. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think it's this. And one more, like, big world, and then it's like the final bad guy land. So we're like, yeah, a little over halfway through, I'd say. But, I think that's gonna do it. I had fun tonight. Thanks for everyone who stopped by and said anything or watched. Hopefully this was an entertaining stream. Probably been the best one I've ever had. Because usually I'm running into issues or I'm just not enjoying the game. But you know what? I picked a game that I thought would be fun, and I think it was worth it. Yeah. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and sign on off now. Rest of the week, real quick. Let's see here. We've got Metroid Prime tomorrow and Saturday. I think that's Joe and Matt are streaming that for Smash the Pieces. And then Friday, I'm gonna be back joining them and Alex, who was here earlier, for Mario Party Monthly. So if you want to see that, that'll be for sure. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for coming in. I'll see you all around.